So let's take a look at this lattice laser. Here are some of its accessories. This is a buckle on the light gate wall. The main purpose is to fix the line of the light gate wall and its parts. This is a photo switch. Control the laser emission after connecting to the main unit. This is the funnel for adding water. Water must be added before the instrument is received. We will also teach you how to add and discharge water to the machine. These are glasses, mainly worn by operators. This is the blindfold for clinicians to wear. This one is an outlet pipe. It's the trachea attached to the light gate arm, mainly to cool the skin. This is the cutting head. For example, cutting some meat kernels or some small sarcomas. Power cord is all private here. These 12-valve privacy probes. This is the inner operating head. We have a 90-degree small probe and a 360-degree small probe. The one currently installed is a small 90-degree refraction probe. If we need to operate at 360 degrees, you can choose this small probe. When replacing, replace by rotating here. You are going to rotate this little probe down. Replace this probe. That's it. This is a metal cover for the probe for the inner ear. So when we operate the clinic, you need to put this cover into the vagina. The probe of the inner ear is moved back and forth in this gate rail. This is a lens head for all privacy probes. When we manipulate these heads, you need to assemble this to the light gate arm. These are some accessories given by our instrument. This is what the machine looks like after it is installed as a whole. That's what we see. And then we fill it with water. Plug the key in front of the instrument. This key comes with 2 in total. It's for switching machines on and off. This is the red emergency switch. After we receive the instrument, we will rotate it clockwise. If this switch is turned off, it can be powered on normally. When pressed, the switch is on. When pressed, the machine will lose power immediately. Its function is to prevent the use of the machine during something abnormal or dangerous occurs. We can hit this red switch in time. Quickly power off the machine. Of course, when the instrument was first received, we're going to turn this switch. Let it go from sinking to buzzing. After this closing process, the instrument can be powered on normally. To turn it on normally, let's repeat the steps just now. Boot step first. Plug in the key. Rotate 90 degrees to open. second, check the red switch button. See if it's open. Rotate clockwise. This ensures that the machine can be turned on normally. We plug the power cord to the back of the device. Then rotate the key inserted in front clockwise. Make sure it's closed here. After power on, we'll enter a private function selection interface. We don't need to worry about the settings here for the time being. This will not be used during use. The first one is a lattice laser. The second is the cutting function. The third is the privacy function. Mainly operate the vulva. The fourth is to operate the inner yin. We will enter the interface function by function to explain. So the first is the lattice interface. We click to enter and operate. So let's look at the top of this graph. The purpose of this is to operate in different areas. And we can choose different shifts to use the manipulations with. This is convenient for us when playing. You can choose the graphics according to your own situation to stagger some parts. The other thing is that the size of the graph can be set by this arrow. There is also a reset here, and the reset is that all parameters can be clicked to restore. LED. This is an infrared preview. Let's show it now. Currently a red dot. After we click this LED, it will render this figure. Select graphics according to the situation. There will also be this red preview. The main use is for positioning. This is the editor. And it's ready. It's set up. Click here. Down here is where the parameters are stored. For example, click 1 for all the parameters set here. Click Save here and it will be stored in 1. Can store 5 cans. Here is the parameter setting. The first is the intensity of the energy. It's power intensity. The second is the size of the shape. During setting, you can obviously see that there are changes here. The third is distance. It's the distance per row. It can also be understood as the distance between points. The fourth is the number of repetitions. The fifth one is scanning. Scanning is out of order. There is still an order. There are 3 cans in total. This is the number of overlaps, like twice all ones. And down we go. This is the laser dwell time. This is the lattice setup. And we found out, when we set the power, the energy gear of this one, it will be based on the power we set. Make the entire parameter change. After setting all, we click ready, and then we pedal. All parameters here can be selected, adjust by adding or subtracting. Let's look at the second one. The second is the cutting interface. The cutting interface is relatively simple. Power, Pattern. Pulse width. Opening time. Closing time. Then setup. Click this to edit. Then adjust through addition and subtraction here. We have found, when the patterns are different, the opening time and closing time here, and its pulse width varies. This preview is also open here. It's called preview. Here is the reset parameter. Here is after setting all the parameters. Click the red button. Click at it when not in operation. Just click back here. And the third one is the woofer interface. There are two graphics for the external sound interface operation. You can choose square and circle. This part is the same as the interface operation on the dot matrix. I won't talk about it here. We click here to return. Take a look at the inner in interface. This operation interface is basically the same interface as the lattice, except for this shape, which only has circles. Others are basically the same. We can refer to the interface operation of the first lattice laser. And here, inner in private interface. The size of this circle is not adjustable. Can be found. And here's the number of lines. There are 4 lines. There are a total of point settings, 24 points. This is its dwell prompt time.